Hi, I'm Aaron McLeod. I'm the chef of Cedar Restaurant here in Washington, D.C., and we're working with olives from Spain. So we're going to do a dish with some smoked trout. It's bringing all of the great flavors of the olives from Spain with some of the things that we do very frequently here at the restaurant. So before we start this, I want to talk a little bit about the olives. Spain is actually the largest exporter of olives in the world. And there are several different types of olives from the country of Spain. We're going to be using, in this recipe actually, the Manzanillas olives. So these little guys, we're going to just cut just a little bit, because we're going to do two different things with it, with the olives in the dish. We're going to make a little relish, and we're also going to make a vinaigrette. Now, with that relish, a little bit of celery, and then some carrots. And we're just going to cut them very, very small and mix them with the olives. And just going to throw this into a bowl here. And then I'm going to add a Spanish olive oil. So another great use of the olives from Spain into the mix. Now, the whole idea of this dish, you got to remember why we're doing this. It all makes sense with the ingredients that we're going to use. So we have the smoked trout, the nice smokiness. It's salt, it's sweet, it's very savory. So the olives actually just complement the whole dish and really lend themselves very well to the whole composition of the dish. So we have that. Now, we're going to make a little vinaigrette, but we started with a little bit of just a basic vinaigrette and then pureed some of the Manzanilla Spanish olives into the vinaigrette. So we've taken some fennel. We're just going to do a very fine julienne, and we're going to pickle it along with some shallots that will accompany the grapefruit, and then of course the Spanish olives that will help the flavor. Also, the little bit of saltiness of the olives will actually help in the pickling of the fennel. So we're going to add some sugar, and then add some sea salt. We're just going to let that sit for a little bit, and then we have shallots. So these are torpedo shallots, and we're just going to do a very simple, fine sort of julienne of the shallots. And then same thing. We're going to add salt and sugar, and then juice a little bit of a lime. I think the lime really adds to the whole dish and helps accentuate the olives. And of course you have the grapefruit in the mix as well. It's all going to work very well in perfect harmony together. So the final product of the shallots will look just like this. And then we have the grapefruit. We've done what we call in the restaurant business, we call these supremes. So you basically just peeled it and then taken out the pith of the olive. And then now to plate the whole dish, we're going to start by putting a little bit of the trout down on the dish. And then we have our relish, that we made earlier with the Spanish manzanillas. We'll put just a little bit right here. So we're going to kind of stack it all together. This is a great dish to do at home. Very easy. If you do like dinner parties, things like this, it's one of those dishes you can do ahead of time, and it can sit for a little bit. So we'll use a little bit of our pickled fennel on this stack here, maybe a little bit of the pickled shallots. We'll put a little more of the trout on top, and again the pickled shallots and the grapefruit. Let's put some more of the olives around. And then remember, we have the olive vinaigrette that's going to accompany the whole dish and really bring it all together. So I have some micro arugula, and I have a Spanish olive oil. Again, just going to dress it just a little bit, a little sea salt, and some black pepper. We'll just mix it a little bit. And I'll mix it again with some of the Spanish olives. These are the Manzanillas. We'll put just a little bit right on top of the dish. And then we'll finish it with our Manzanilla Spanish olive vinaigrette. Just as a little garnish around. And you know, the nice acidity adds to the dish, sort of balances everything with the saltiness of the Spanish olives and the smokiness from the trout. So everything sort of works in great harmony. So the final dish, you have smoked trout, the Manzanilla Spanish olives, and olive vinaigrette from Spain, and pickled fennel and pickled shallots. Please enjoy.